All right. Welcome back to Duskwood. This is going to be episode 3, part 2. And if you guys remember, we had our episode 3, part 1 yesterday, and we had some special guests that just happened to show up. Richie showed up, Jake showed up, Lily showed up, even the man without a face showed up. And looks like we have some more guests today. Welcome, Phil, Jesse, Richie is here. I think Dan is supposed to show up. Lily might show up. It's awesome to see you guys are here. This is so cool. So, what I did, just so that way we could, get into the story and not have to worry about a lot of the puzzles. I completed the majority of the puzzles. We still have 25% that we need to do together, but I wanted to leave a puzzle there for everybody to see, and I don't know, some little hints and tricks and tips and of how to complete those puzzles, because let's be real, they're not easy. But tongue-tied here, we're geniuses. We can figure it out. Oh my goodness, and look who just showed up. A man without a face. Why is he even here? I don't even know why. Why is man without a face here? He must have like a... He just wants people to see him. He just wants people to be around, and he loves the attention. He absolutely loves the attention, man without a face. And you know what? Man without... It's weird calling you man without a face every single time. What should we call you? What's your name? Tell us your name. Tell us your name, man without a face. What would you like to be called other than man without a face? Jesse, hello. Welcome. Jesse Hawkins, everybody. If you guys don't know, each one of these guys, they all have an Instagram of their own. And you can find them. And you can ask them questions here during the live stream. It's going to be great. I do have a question for Jesse. Jesse, we know that your favorite game is Dead City. Given your links down here, your favorite game is Dead City. I have a question, and we know Dead City is made by Everbyte as well, just like Duskwood. But I have a question, Jesse. Have you ever tried and played Sinister Edge? Another game created by Everbyte. Have you ever tried Sinister Edge? Christina, welcome to the stream. Michelle, hello. Yes, you have. I have a playthrough. I also tried Sinister Edge. I really enjoyed it. And anybody that's currently watching, if you guys want to check out Sinister Edge, it's also made by Everbyte. Check it out. I have a video. I have a playthrough of it on my channel. And you know what? I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna be honest right now. It wasn't that scary. No matter what Michelle says, no matter what Michelle Jenkins says, it wasn't scary. I wasn't scared. Okay, look. I may have jumped, maybe flinched once throughout the whole thing, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that scary. Richie's asking if Jesse is still mad at him. I'm willing to bet it's a yes. Oh, Phil, you know what, Phil? Before you leave, I just want to let you know you did invite me out for a drink when you get out of prison. When you get out of jail, you invite, and I would love to. I would love to go for a drink at the Bar Aurora. You just let me know time and place. I'll be there. And I would love to get a drink from you. I'd love to check out Bar Aurora. And maybe give me a tour of the basement or something. Maybe. Now, yes, Jesse is still upset. Jesse's still upset with Richie. And you know what? It's understandable. Richie. It's understandable, Jesse and Richie. It happens, I'm sure Richie didn't do it to upset Jesse. I'm sure it was, yeah, it just happened. It wasn't meant to upset Jesse. It wasn't meant to hurt her. And who knows? It might not even been Richie. It might, the reason why Phil went to jail might not have all been because of Richie. It could have been somebody completely different. It could have been Man Without a Face, doing some anonymous calls or something. So what am I doing? What am I doing? Before we get into the actual story, we want to change up. We want to change up there it is. Let's change up the theme. We used Meowtown previously. Let's go ahead and give it something different. A fan favorite is the Raven. Jake. Jake is here, everybody. Welcome, Jake, to the stream. Everybody's favorite character, favorite hacker, Jake. So cool. The Raven, a fan favorite. We got Featherlight here, another very pretty color. K4J3, kind of hacker-esque. I bet Jake uses K4J3 all the time. It's like hacker-esque type of background. You got Scarlet, the Dunes, Pendulum. You saying it's fake, Jake? What do you mean it's fake, Jake Richy? Is that not the real Jake? Is that the fake Jake? Is that the hidden Jake? Richie is proving to be the most suspicious one? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Richie is the most suspicious one right now at all. Yeah, after talking with Richie a little bit in the last stream, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Christina, or they're fake? I don't think they are. I don't think they are, Christina. I think these are the real deal. I think they're all the real deal. Jesse, I have a question. Jesse. Which background should we use, Jesse? What is your favorite background, Jesse? Whatever your favorite background is, that's the one we will use during this stream. How about that? Jesse is open to answering any questions that anyone has for her. Use this time wisely. Yes, Jake did say he would be here around, 14:05, 14:07 or something. It was a weird time. Like it wasn't like the normal like 2 o'clock. It was like 14:07 or 14:05. It was something along those lines. Perhaps Man Without a Face, perhaps Jake is busy tending to his hostage Hannah. There's no way. There's no way Jake has Hannah. We're not gonna believe anything you say, Man Without a Face. You won't even tell us your real name. You just always Man Without a Face. The Raven. So Jesse choose the Raven. Oh, it's my favorite. That's my favorite. I love the Raven background. It's so cool looking. So before we get into the story, we're gonna complete. We're gonna at least try each one of these puzzles one time. Hopefully, we'll be able to beat enough of them to be able to get through and complete it 100%. That way, we can go through with the story. Yes, I wonder where Chloe is as well. You can find Chloe at a pinch of Chloe on Instagram. The fake Jake left. How do we know who's the real Jake and who's the fake Jake? How do we know? The real Jake kicked the fake Jake out. That makes sense. So let's go with this first puzzle right here. We're gonna see if we can complete it. It's actually the first puzzle I don't feel like is very difficult. You have to drop 2 keys down from the top. You got to get them all the way down to the little locks at the bottom, and you just got to get 2 of them. You got 20 moves to do it, and it's not too hard, especially if you get a solid domino effect going. Cleo. I don't know why, Jesse. I always do that, Jesse. I always mess up on Cleo's name. It's a pinch of Cleo. I don't know why. I don't know why I always mess up her name, and I feel bad. I feel bad afterwards every single time. I don't know why I do that. Ooh. I don't know if you want me to Richie, I don't know if you want me to show that. I mean, you wouldn't have typed it if you didn't want me to show it, right? There you guys go. I mean, you wouldn't have wanted me to show it if you didn't type it, right? So the real Jake's email address right there. Oh boy, and then Jake said the same exact thing, and that was before I even made it known. That was before I even showed. So it seems like that is the real Jake, the real Richie, maybe even. I think it's the real ones. It's gotta be, right? Because why wouldn't they be? I tell you what, though, I'm surprised Dan isn't here. All that smack talk Dan said, Dan's not even here. I'm not able to get that last key down. Am I not able to get this jam key? Got me all kinds of messing up. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do it. At least not this time around. Wow, Jam got beat. I got beat pretty easily. That's not supposed to happen. Richie has to go take care of some paying customers. Adios, Richie. Jesse's gonna text Cleo to come to the stream. That's perfectly fine. I'd love it. I love it. I love if if Cleo comes to the stream. That would be great. Oh, Jam. I don't know why we couldn't beat that. What the Jam? Can't believe it. Ooh, that's a good power-up to have. That is a good power-up to have. There we go. We got first key. We got the first key, guys. Saba, is it really them? I really hope so. They seem to be playing the part really well if it's not them. But I don't know. I think it is. I think it is. I think it actually is. Which, if that's the case, this is amazing. You guys are able to talk to the the real jam characters. How cool is that? There we go. We got the win. We beat it on the second try. Shuya, welcome, Shuya. Welcome, Shuya. If you're just now joining, we have Duskwood characters. We have Duskwood actors and characters here with us. And you guys can ask them questions right now. We have Jake. I think the man without a face is lurking around. We got Jesse. Jesse is getting in touch with Cleo and seeing if Cleo can join. Shuya thinks they're all sus. I'm curious as to where Dan is. I thought Dan was gonna be here. Mr. Honesty himself. I thought he was gonna be here. So this one right here, you have to crack the all the windows, and then you have to get to those cinder blocks in the middle. So you have to take out some of the shields as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started in it. Always go after the bottom because you never know if you can get some solid domino effects to help you out along the way. Can't see my colors up there. There we go. What to do? We'll do that one right there. Right there. So Cleo is going to be joining soon as well, everybody. That's so cool. Thank you, Jesse, for getting in contact with her. I would text her myself, Jesse. I would text Cleo myself, but yeah, we're in the middle of the puzzles right here, so my phone is it's preoccupied at the moment. But I would have texted her too. Christina, you don't believe me? You don't believe me that they're real? Well, let me tell you this. I don't know how somebody could fake it, but what makes me believe that these are the real Duskwood actors and characters. Dan Anderson, you guys know Dan. We all love Dan. He sent us some comments, and you can check it for yourself. Comments on one of my videos called Peekaphone. It was the Mission 14 Peekaphone video for Riddle Maker. He sent us a comment, and if you go to his channel on YouTube, he has his Instagram linked to it. And his Instagram linked to it, and then when you use his Instagram, you go to that link, it goes straight to his Instagram, the official Instagram. So I don't know how real you can get. I don't know how much more real you can get with that. I mean, how can you fake 50,000 followers on Instagram? I don't know. Yes, Shuya, Jesse is here. Everyone's second favorite, according to the poll, not according to Tongue Tied, but according to the poll, Jesse is basically everyone's second favorite character of Duskwood. Peachy Pup, you're a little suspicious of him. I'll be honest. Yesterday, I was suspicious of him too. And you know what? If they are, which I don't think they are, but if they are just fans of the game, acting like they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. I mean, Dan You should see some of the comments Dan was making. I mean, it sounded just like the game. He sounded just like Dan. So I don't know how he couldn't be Dan. I mean, they're here. They're here, but Jesse's here. She's willing to answer questions. You guys, all you have to do is ask Jesse some questions. Saba saying Jesse is so sweet. She's one of the sweetest. So in this next puzzle, we have to get reshuffled after one single move. But we have to get all of the cinder blocks out, and then also at the same time drop 2 keys. We have to drop the 2 keys and get all the cinder blocks, which shouldn't be too difficult. It shouldn't be too hard. I don't remember it being very hard. but these puzzles have a way of making me look bad. They have a way of proving me wrong every single time. Not really anything for me to do. There we go. Yeah, Saba, I'm right there with you. I think it's really them too. And why would they fake it? I don't know. All you have to do is start asking them questions, guys. Start asking them questions. I'm sure they would love to answer questions. Cleo is here. Hello, Cleo. I promise I'll do my best not to mess up your name anymore. I'm so sorry. I do it all the time. I apologize. But Cleo is here. Welcome, Cleo. If you want, you can go to Cleo's Instagram. It's a pinch of Cleo. She does some delicious food. Cleo, I would, Richie told us that your pyramid cake is amazing. And, I gotta ask, like, what is your secret? What's your secret with the pyramid cake? Oh, so Peachy Pup is asking Jesse a question. Jesse, so Peachy Pup would like to know, who is your favorite person in the group? Which should be an easy answer. It should be tongue-tied. That would be the easy answer. That's the answer I'm hoping for. Probably myself. That's it. That sounds like a Dan answer. Looney Bin just tuned in. What do you mean? What are you confused about? We have Duskwood characters here, answering questions, talking. They're the Monster 80. Yeah, ask questions, guys. They're here, willing to answer questions. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna win this puzzle. Jesse's still upset with Richie. Understandably so. Richie, it was a, wasn't a very good thing of Richie to do. So Jesse's still upset with Richie. We're gonna beat this puzzle. I think I can beat it within a couple moves here. I think I can beat it with a couple moves. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait, I'm not done. I thought I did it. Shoot. Maybe I can't beat it within a couple moves. Nuts. Let's just try a couple more. I'm so close. So damn close. I gotta be able to do it. So close. I can't let it beat me. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be able to do it again. Oh, so Looney Bin's asking who attacked Richy? Was it the man without a face? The man without a face says Richy attacked himself. It was definitely not him. Which, let's be real. If it was the man without a face that attacked Richy, then he would have made it known. He would have told you. He would have shown his face, saying like I'm the one that did it. Like that's just his MO. That's what he did. That's what he does. So I don't know who attacked him. Oh, Jake is asking Jesse, did Jesse quit her job and attack Richy? Interesting. I wonder. Cleo's here to answer questions too, everybody. Ooh, Yusuf asking Jesse, how did Jesse know that Richy got attacked? Interesting. Oh my goodness, can't Jam beat it? Yep, man without a face always like to show his face. Someone came to visit Looney? Oh boy. Someone came to visit you guys? Jake is saying someone came to visit. I don't know. Maudie is saying that maybe Richy faked his death. Oh, the pyramid cake. Yes, yes, I wanted to know everything about the pyramid cake. The pyramid cake that you gave to Richy. It looked delicious. It looks delicious. I would love to try the pyramid cake. Peachy Pup doubts that Jake will ever show his face in the near future. I'm not sure if he ever will either. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness, I can't Jam beat it. There we go. Finally. Finally Jam beat it. Oh, it's Lily. Lily is here, everybody. Lily is here with us. Lily's on for it. If you don't know, we're looking for Hannah, her sister. We're looking for Hannah. We're trying to find Hannah. Stop being bad. I'm trying, Shuya. Look, I'm trying to beat him. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm trying to Jam beat him. We only have to complete one more puzzle. Well, we're going to try each one of them, but we only have to complete one more. Dan's in the hospital, but he still has access to his phone, so he can join if he's able to. I sure hope Dan shows up. He's talking a lot. Doing a lot of talking without showing up. Oh. Shuya's having a nice conversation with Jesse. Well, I don't know if you... Well, yeah, I don't know. Phil was definitely arrested. And now, I'm not sure if you need proof. You just need... I guess... I don't know. Beyond a reasonable doubt, I guess? Or maybe reasonable doubt that he did something? I don't know. There's got to be a reason. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Phil got arrested for something that's not even related to Hannah. That's my guess. That's my guess. I think Phil got arrested for something completely different, and everybody thinks it's, you know, everyone thinks it has something to do with Hannah's disappearance or Jennifer, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that it doesn't involve any of them. That's my guess. I think it's completely separate incident is the reason why Phil got arrested. Jake, I'm surprised yesterday. Everybody was surprised that he came in and wanted to ask him a lot of questions, ask him a lot of things, and now nobody wants to ask Jake questions. He's here for you guys. He is here. He's here to answer questions. Maybe, so maybe Alan arrested, maybe Alan arrested Phil to create confusion with the group. I mean, because the Alan, the police chief, they know about the group now. They know that we're investigating everything. They know that we're doing a lot of stuff. I did not plug my phone. Jim, battery's gonna die. Don't you guys worry though. Don't you, Jim, worry. I got this. We're good now. Turbo power connected. Oh, so Billy the Kid's asking Jake, where did you learn your amazing computer hacking skills, Jake? How did you do that? Yes, I've yes, thank you, Jesse. I've got the phone plugged in. I've got it plugged. We're good to go. We've got unlimited power now. So we have enough. We have enough of the puzzle completed that we can continue the story all the way up through the rest of episode 3. However, just to give you guys, you know, hints and tricks of how to complete the rest of the puzzles, we're going to go through it once. If we fail it, we fail it. If we don't, we don't. Now, this one, I remember this one being very difficult. I actually have a hard time beating this one, so I'm probably, unless I get skillfully lucky, I'm probably not going to beat it. Got just this Jam's shield up here blocking everything. Nuts. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's try that. Let's see what, oh, jam it. Jam. It's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. Finally. Finally. Ooh, we got a bunch of little bombs. Little power-ups. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be perfect. Check that out. Ooh, got 2 keys right away. Ooh, we might actually beat this one. Yeah, Jake, I remember how yesterday you said you speak multiple languages. You can speak like 4 or 5 different languages. I remember that. Jessie, yes, Shuya, Jessie is single. She is single. That's probably good for everybody. Probably good for all the fanboys out there. Now, I'm sure if Dan was here, I'm sure Dan would have something to say about that, Jesse. I'm sure Dan wouldn't like hearing about that at all. Oh, 3 moves. 3 moves to beat this. I got 3 jam moves. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the moves. I don't see how I can do it. I don't see it. I have 2 moves left, and I don't see how I can do it. I need that green to be a block lower. I need to be able to get the red out of there. It's just not jam gonna happen. Oh, Jake has a question for Christina. Looney Bin, Jake's avoiding the real question. What's the real question, Looney Bin? I don't think I saw it. What was the real question? Christina, what would you like to ask Christina, Jake? Oh my goodness, I can beat this in 2 moves. I know I can. I can beat it in 2 moves. Might as well. Might as well. And there you have it. 2 moves. I was 2 moves away from beating it. Wait, what's the Looney Bin? What's the real question? It's either Jake or it's either MC or his computer. I don't know what that means. It's either MC or his computer. I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying that I'm acting as Jake? That's not right. I'm not Jake. I'm tongue-tied. I'm definitely not Jake. You guys can see that I have nothing. My hands are right here. I'm not typing to you guys. That's them. When is the next live stream? I don't know. Normally I have the live streams done weekly, at least for Duskwood here. So I'm not sure when the next live stream, maybe Sunday or Monday, depending on availability. And then you never know, maybe we can get some more characters in. Man without a face says Jake seems to prefer his computer based on his messages. For anybody that doesn't understand what Jake was saying when he was talking a different language, he said he prefers his computer. He much likes his computer over his phone. Oh, I'm understanding what you're asking. Like, does he prefer the main character or his computer? Like, which do you choose? Which one, main character or computer? And it looks like Jake chose his computer over the main character. Oh, that's gonna break so many hearts, Jake. Here we go. Oh, this is a hard one. This one's not easy. It gives you power-ups. Like, you don't have to try to get the power. Like, it'll give you the power-ups. But it's still not easy. Not easy. You have to get 8 of the blocks. It's not easy. As I say, it's not easy, but I'm like sitting here just absolutely destroying it. I promise you, this is not an easy one. I don't know why I'm doing so good at it right now. I definitely shouldn't be. Can't get that one down. Nope. Here we go. Nope. Shoot. I thought maybe. There we go. A little bit of a chain reaction there. Here we go. We only need to hit that middle block 2 more times. Man without a face, if it's any consolation, he's available. Does anybody want to ask the man without a face a question? I doubt it. But maybe, just maybe. Oh, so maybe Jake was a little confused about your question too, like your phone or the computer or the MC. Like maybe Jake definitely prefers MC over everything else. And with that completion, we beat the puzzles, and now we're going to continue on with the story. And we have a little bit of some spying activity going on in Jesse and Phil. A little bit of a spying activity going on with Jesse and Phil. Yeah, Looney Bin, that's not an easy puzzle to complete. It definitely isn't. So what do we got between Phil and Jesse? Yes, look, Jesse. I told you. I told you this. I told you I'd do this. It's for everyone's benefit. It's not because I want to. I didn't choose to it. I didn't choose this life. But yes, we are reading your guys' text. Phil says, I knew you were going to disappoint me again. But the fact that Dan didn't even show up for the first day, that really is something else. You know what? You know what, Phil? I feel you. I feel you, Phil. Like, I understand. Dan's not showing up to ours either. Dan didn't show up to us either. And Jesse, she's so upset. Like, why didn't Dan show up? You swore up and down that I would not regret giving him a job. Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you said, Jesse? That's what you jam said. Phil, I'm so sorry. I am sure that there's a valid reason for that. Sorry doesn't do anything for him, Jesse. And while we're at it, tell your friend Cleo that she's no longer has to snoop around here. Don't you think that looks terrible to guests? Don't even answer. Oh, Phil. Phil, it's so upsetting. So upsetting. And look, Jesse, it's okay that we were reading your message. You were just gonna tell us anyways. You were gonna tell us anyways. Your brother just told me off because you guys, not because of us, but because of Dan. It was all Dan's fault. Well, and Cleo. Cleo was part of it as well, I suppose. Dan didn't even come to the bar, even though this was supposed to be his first day, and Cleo stopped by there to snoop around because of Hannah. And Richy coming to the defense. Jesse, I feel like you should address them privately. There's no place to make it public, Jesse. I guess. Forget it. I didn't say it again. Richie quickly took that one back. He quickly jumped out of that one like, no, not my place. Snooping around. That's what he said. Cleo, were you snooping around, Cleo? What were you doing? Can't believe you're snooping around, Cleo. How would you call it? How would you call it, Cleo? What would you call it? I just asked him a couple questions, just like you did with us the other day when you hopped the fence. Did you have any intentions to ask a few questions as well? Oh, you know what, guys? Look. You don't need to be fighting right now. There's no reason to be fighting. It's about to go down. Oh my goodness. You know what? Again, if you guys are just now tuning in, we are doing a playthrough as the female MC. So we need to figure out how would we answer this as a female MC? I think we would just be like, guys, calm down. Calm down, please. It's not the time or place. Cleo, you just trying to find out where Hannah went? Look, I get it. I get it, Cleo. I understand why you guys do things. But you have to understand that actions also bring consequences. And if you go jumping fences because you hear somebody screaming and yelling, well, I don't know. I guess that's a good reason to jump a fence. I guess, I guess when you hear people yelling at each other, that's a good reason to jump a fence to make sure everybody's okay. I'm not even reading what we're so. Oh, Jesse's not going to calm down very well. I suppose we have to hash this out in front of everyone. So let's go. Cleo's throwing down the stick, throwing the gloves, and she's ready to go. Do you even know how badly your brother spoke about Hannah when I went to see them? She was a piece of work, he said. The way she dressed was just too much. She always wanted the attention of all the men on her. But why? Wait, wait a second. Now I know Thomas. I know Thomas isn't here with us. But this would be a good question for Thomas. Like, Thomas, why is Hannah dressing the way in a way to try to attract other men? Why does she want all the attention of other men on her when she has Thomas? Thomas is there for her. But Jesse, Phil would never say something like that. And then apparently Phil told Cleo. And she flirts with anyone. It's just a matter of time until until she would get with the wrong guy. Are you kidding me? Are you jam kidding me? Phil? Is that true, Phil? Welcome back, Richie. Hopefully you took care of your customers. The Monster 80. Thanks for joining. I understand if you have to go. That's okay. You have a great rest of your day. Cleo says that Phil definitely said that. Phil definitely said that to Cleo. I don't know. I wonder what Phil would say right about now. Look, I believe you, Cleo. I don't know. I don't know what Phil told you. I don't know. I don't jam know what Phil told you. You know, if Phil would have texted it to you, I could have spied in on it. Then I would have seen it all. Yes, Richie does have a YouTube apparently, because Richie was the first one to find Tongue Tied. Richie was the first one to find us. He found us yesterday during the live stream and then reached out to all of his friends over at Duskwood. And now they're all here talking with us, chatting with us. They're here answering questions. Oh, so Richie made $67 out of that. Yeah, Richie. How was the pyramid cake? Was it delicious? Was it delicious? Oh, I'm just gonna use the emoji, seeing as how it has X's for eyes, because they got the X's for eyes. Adiba, thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your night. Get some sleep. It's very important. Well, sorry, but that's how it went. And when I have to defend myself about snooping around, then he has to defend himself about the claims he made about Hannah. Oh, Phil, if you're there, I need you to answer these. Did you actually say that, Phil? I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. Would Phil actually say that? I just don't know. What? Why is Richie so precise in terms of money? Well, you gotta be when it's in terms of dollars and cents. I mean, you if you don't have a ton, you gotta be frugal. You gotta know exactly what you got, exactly how much things are. Richie's Richie's saying that ever since Jesse left the shop, he's been making a lot of money. Makes me wonder. Makes me wonder if maybe Jesse was the problem. Was Jesse the problem? Was Jesse the reason why Richie couldn't make money? I would think not, but man, the facts don't lie. There's no way. There's no way that you can make more money without Jesse. I just find that to be very untrue. But you know what? You know, if Cleo has to defend herself from snooping around, then you know Phil has to defend himself too. He has to answer for what he was saying. So it's totally understandable. Totally understandable. Jesse will come back, Richie, when she's not mad at him anymore. So you better make up with Jesse, Richie. Oh, look at that. Dan. Who's he talking to Jesse? Well, what's going on between you and Dan, Jesse? Can't jam believe it. So Richie's asking, did he say anything else? No, because that's when I left. I didn't want to stay and listen to his nonsense anymore. I have to say, he was out of line. Do you think I should talk to him sometime? That's up to you. I will stay away from the Aurora for a certain time, I think. And Richie's, what do you want to know? What do you want to know, Richie? He's asking for my opinion. Should we? So what? Should Richie go talk to him? Yeah, Richie, I feel you should talk to him. Yeah, go talk to Phil. Figure out what's going on. Yeah, now we're throwing you to the lion, Richie. You got to go talk to him. Aye aye, aye aye. Richie's a pirate now. He's a pirate captain. Aye aye. He did one aye aye. But But when I can get away from work, of course. Richie's always at work. Richie's always at work. Of course, Richie. When you get a second, when you can get a second to get away from work. Oh, Kyle's got a question for Cleo. Cleo, you're absolutely right. Phil was out of line. He should explain himself. Jake be out here speaking facts. Let's see what's going on between Jesse and Dan. Dan is skipping out on us. I can't believe it. Hey, babe, I'm really sorry. I simply forgot. Babe. What's going on with that, Jesse? Huh? Are you Dan's babe, Jesse? You know damn well. You know damn well how important Phil is to Jesse, Dan. How do you think Dan loves Jesse? It sure does look like it. Sure does, Jam, look like it. Jake is the last number in Hannah's phone call. Yeah, Jake is who is that last number? Jake? In Hannah's phone log, who is the last number? You were supposed to call that number. Who was on the other line? Whose number does that belong to? Which one of you rats stole my greeny color on painting iron wheels? Iron wheelie? So Jake says there was no answer. I don't know about that. Jake, you've got the technology. You can figure out whose number that is. We're not even reading what's going on here. So Dan, I know that. I didn't do it on purpose. In fact, I was so thankful that you got me this job. But with all the stuff that has been going on here lately, I just didn't remember it. Come on, I'll make it up to you. How so? How so, Dan? How are you going to make it up to Jesse? Can't believe it. You let Jesse down. I'm going to take you out to the Black Swan tonight. Ooh, that's Jesse's favorite restaurant. Oh, what makes it your favorite restaurant, Jesse? I wonder why. Why is the Black Swan your favorite restaurant? Just you and me, babe. Just you and me, babe. Grr. Grr, fine. But I'm still mad at you. This seems to be the routine. Jesse's just mad at everybody. But you know who Jesse doesn't get mad at? There's one person Jesse never gets mad at. She never gets mad at Tongue-Tied. Never. Never gets mad at Tongue-Tied. Well, I guess she was a little upset when she found out that we were spying on her conversations, I suppose. Jesse says the Black Swan has good food there. What's your favorite? What is your favorite meal at the Black Swan there, Jesse? But Dan, I'm going to come up with something to change that. And we'll see about that. Ooh. So Jesse, what is your favorite food? Jesse will never get mad at Tongue-Tied. Never. She'll never be upset with Tongue-Tied. And I would never do anything to upset you, Jesse. I would never do anything to upset Jesse. Richie, maybe because Dan had a whiskey or three. You know what? I don't even blame Dan for drinking. I mean, delicious. Whiskey's delicious. You know, I was talking with Dan last night, and you know, he said that he would have a drink with me. He would have a drink with Tongue-Tied. You know, when everything's all over. And I told him that. I said, you know, maybe we just keep it at like a max of 3, just a max of 3. And then he said, you know, high alcohol content. but less quantity. And then there was a type of vodka that he suggested that had 192 proof. Oh, strong. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, Jesse. So Jesse likes the steak from the Black Swan. So let me ask you this, Jesse. What is like how do you like your steak cooked? Rare, medium, well done, medium well. How do you like that? How do you like that steak cooked? FYI, the correct answer is anything below medium. So Dan's doing good. Dan's doing good in the hospital. That's good. That's good. So did Richie scare them all away? It seems that way. Don't, no, we were just finished. I think we were just finished. I don't think he scared anybody away. In that case, adios, adios, Richie. A little red, but not all the way cooked. That's good. I like that. I like that. So I think you're probably like anywhere between a medium rare and medium. Anything below medium, though. Anything below medium is the correct answer for a steak. But a little red. A little red's good. A little red's good. It's just so tender and delicious. Saba likes that medium rare too. That's how you do it. That's how the medium rare or nothing. So we have this picture here that we're sending over to Jake. So Jake, if you're there, oh, you are there. Apparently, Hannah called someone whose phone number afterwards was deleted, expired, or never existed. Well, it had to have existed. It had to have existed. Maybe it got disconnected. Maybe it was a burner phone. Who knows? Who knows? So Jake, what do you think about this picture here, Jake? You got a big old tree, oak tree, maybe? I don't know, birch tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is. Big old tree in the Duskwood forest. It's got the raven drawn on it. What do you think about that? Christina's asking, where's Thomas? He's not here. I don't think Thomas is here. Thomas is always missing. He's always missing. He's always somewhere, but we never know where. Yeah, you know, Jake, I don't know I don't know what to think about this one either. Kyle has a question for Jesse. So this is kind of showing proof that Hannah got marked. Is that what that's kind of showing? It's showing that Hannah got marked. Richie, someone's in Roger's garage with a Tesla Cybertruck. Now let me ask you this, Richie. Is your garage fitted to be able to fix something that high tech? I feel like your garage is more for the older vehicles. You know the the nuts and bolt vehicles, the metal vehicles, not the high tech vehicles. Are you even fit to fix something like that, Richie? I mean, if you're not, you never know. They might just have to go to Tooltastic. And we don't want that. We don't want them going to Tooltastic. Hadia's asking, are you really dead, Richie, or are you just faking it? Who's going to date Dan or Tongue Tied or Sean from Duskwood character? Oh, Sean. Sean, your Duskwood character that you made. Oh. Does it have something to do with the legend that you mentioned recently? It does. Actually, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it, Jake. I am sure that this has something to do with the legend. The mark of the raven. Ooh. You think Jesse thinks that Lily's gonna go on a date with Dan? Interesting. Interesting. Who does Jesse go on a date with? I think I know. Jesse's gonna have a little virtual date with yours truly, tongue-tied. And she's gonna love every minute of it because we have a great time with our virtual date. Yes, Richie, everybody was so shocked that you were taken out. They couldn't believe it. So Jake is just gonna sit back on this one, put it in tongue-tied's hand. You know, that's a smart thing to do. Smart thing. But just let tongue-tied take care of it. Jesse, she loves going on a date with tongue-tied. It was so fun. I know, I had a great time too. I even helped pick out your outfit, which we're gonna pick it out again. I think that's in this episode. I think it is. We're about to find out. And maybe I think I'll let Jesse pick it out this time because she's here. She's here with us. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jake. That's a smart move. Just let tongue tied handle it because we can figure it out. We know how. We have the technology. I would suggest showing the picture to your friends. Either both of those answers are kind of rude. I know what to do, Jake. Or I thought you said that you would let me take care of it. I thought you said you'd stay out of it, Jake. I don't like either one of these questions or these answers. But look, Jake, I know what to do. I'll send it to him. I'll send it to him. Where are we going? Here, Duskwood Legend. Send file. Send file to Duskwood Legends. What do you guys think of that? Richie and Jesse. A sign of the Raven. Richie was able to change the tires. Good. How much did you charge him for that? You charge him every penny in his pocket? He's got a Tesla, so he's got money. You got to upcharge him. They got money. A sign of the Raven, tongue-tied. Where did you get that from? Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Jesse. Look, Jesse. Look. I want to tell you, but I don't know if you're gonna suspect me as a suspect. So, Jesse? Should I tell you the half truth, or should I just, tell you the whole thing, but promise that you won't suspect me as a suspect afterwards? I mean, because you don't know I'm doing this yet. I don't know. I don't know what to do, Jesse. Do you want the whole truth or nothing but the truth? Or do you want half the truth? Tell the whole truth. It's hard. It's hard to do that, Jesse, but I will. Tell the whole truth. But only if you don't suspect me afterwards, because I'm not doing this. I'm doing this to help. I'm doing this to help. I'm doing this to help find Hannah. $97 and tipped you so he tipped you more than what he paid you? See, I'm telling you, they got money. Them Tesla owners, they got money. You gotta charge them. Look at that, Jesse. Me a suspect? Never. Tongue-tied's never a suspect. But Richie's a little worried. But no, we won't. Look, it came from Hannah. I know what you're thinking. How did it come from Hannah? I'll tell you. But look. You gotta understand. You gotta understand that It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You gotta understand, it wasn't me. But it did come from me. I didn't kidnap Hannah. But Jesse, you trust me. I trust you, tongue-tied. That's why I'm not going to ask for an explanation right now. And Richie won't either. And Richie won't either, right? Right, Richie? You're not gonna ask either. That's right. Fine. That's right. Jesse trusts tongue-tied. Jesse, do you trust tongue-tied with your life? Because you might have to one day. You might just jam well have to. The most important question is anyway, why did Hannah have a picture of the sign of the raven? Well, actually, that's the second most important thing, but oh well. Richie wants so badly to ask tongue-tied how. I got the picture. What color masks do I have? I've only got two so far. I've got this one, and you saw the one yesterday. The other one, I have an orange one. And I do have, okay, full honesty. I do have a burlap mask that I used in one of my first live streams. Actually, yeah, it was like one of my first live streams. I think it was the second live stream I ever did of Duskwood, and I used a burlap mask to represent the man without a face. Yes, I know. But it was at the time it sounded like a great idea. I wasn't supporting the man without a face. I just thought it looked cool. I don't know. I thought it looked cool, and I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be fun. It happens. It happens. Yep, I have a green, orange, and I have a style of the man with the burlap. We're not gonna call it the man without a face mask. We're just gonna call it a burlap mask because I don't I don't want tongue tied to be to be associated with the man without a face because I don't he's a bad guy. Tongue tied's good guy. Oh, Jesse, she trusts tongue tied with her life. Richie's got to go. Adios, adios, Richie. Well, actually, the second most important thing, but oh well, So, what do you think, Jesse? Ooh, Jake, are you really Hannah's half brother? I mean, you definitely told us. Does anyone have any more questions for Jesse? Jesse and Jake. As if the man without a face marked her with the sign of the raven. Let's refer back to the legend real quick. The man without a face marks the doors of the sinners with the sign of the raven and then drags them into the forest. It is the sinners, not because they're women, because they're sinners. It fits exactly. But what was the sin? What was Hannah's sin? Why was she being marked and why what kind of sin did she commit that that would cause her to get dragged off into the woods by the man without a face? Lily does not think that the man without a face is anyone from the group, and neither do I. Neither do I. I'm starting to think that it's not either. Delete Hadia's question? I don't know what question. I didn't even see the question. It's already been Hadia retracted the question. I don't know what I didn't even see the question. So what is Jake's favorite food? Interesting. Cheeseburger. Jake loves cheeseburgers. I'm not sure if I should stick my neck out there like that, but this is definitely not a door. Minor details like this are totally interchangeable. So you really think that Hannah was taken by the legend It is clear to see that this wasn't sent to her personally. So what are our conclusions? How do you have a great rest of your day? Thanks for joining the stream. How do you question something that only I and Jake know? Interesting. I didn't even see what Hadia was saying. I didn't see her question. Now we know for sure that she was looking into the man without a face. Since the sign seems to be located in the middle of the forest, it was probably not meant for her, right? It still might have been. Maybe she found it by it. Maybe it was an attempt to lure her. It's possible. So Angela's got a question for Jesse. What's your favorite Duskwood legend, Jesse? Is it the man without a face? Interesting. That's a good question. How many other legends are there in Duskwood other than the man without a face? Which would match exactly what Alfie told. Hannah was taken to the forest. Well, now we are reading a little bit too much into it. You think Hannah committed any sins? Oh, that's the question. That's the question. What sins did Hannah commit? Now, we know that in her diary, she was a little upset about something. She was emotional about something. She could see the pain in Iris's eyes, and it made her feel bad, right? So, Lily is all about the pizza. Oh, I love pizza. My jam favorite. I love pizza. Jake likes the legend about the Duskwood plague. Interesting. Lily is out. Thanks for joining, Lily. You have a great rest of your day. Lily Dawnford, everybody. Lily from Duskwood. I would say this is definitely proof. I said it from the beginning. The man without a face is going to lead us to Hannah. Not even our boring gearhead can deny this now. Great job, Jesse. You're so damn smart, Jesse. Jesse has great hair. She does have great hair. Jim's so cute. Jesse, Cleo, Lily, all Jim's so cute. Every single one of you. And we got some studs, Dan and Richie and Thomas. We don't know about Jake yet, but or man without a face, but some good-looking GQ models there. I have to get one more thing off my chest. You don't even have to say anything tongue-tied, but I'm sure. Oh, we're getting ready to spy on Dan and Cleo. But I'm sure that the hacker has something to do with the fact that you got your hands on this photo. Adios. You would say that right before you were getting ready to log off. Oh, Dan, here, welcome back, Dan. I've had enough. Your mother talked my mother into joining them on Sunday. Is she crazy? Oh, she's talking to Cleo. Cleo's mom talked Dan's mother into it. What the jam hell, Cleo? Jesse, you gonna make me blush? You gonna make me jam blush? You think I'm cute too? Oh, you gonna make me blush. Yusuf, thanks for joining. You have a great rest of your day. What's Jake's favorite color? Black? Yeah, we kind of knew that. Look, Cleo. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yes, I'm spying on you and Dan's conversation, but it's not what you think. It's to help find Hannah. It's not because I want to. It's because I need to. I hope that makes it sound better. I don't know. Like, yes, Cleo, I am spying on you, but it's it's to help. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't want to do it, but I have to do it. I don't even know why you're getting yourself worked up. What's so bad about the search? Have you seen her walk and want her to climb through the forest for several hours? She doesn't have to stay until the end. Besides, if she thinks that she can do it, then that's her own business. I sat back and watched this long enough, but enough is enough, Cleo. Oh, Dan's not happy with you, Cleo. More so not happy with the mom, I'm guessing. It's not your damn fault, Cleo. It's the mom was the one that got Dan's mom to help. And if Dan's mom wants to help, then Dan's mom's a big girl. She can help if she wants, right? I don't see any problem with it. Jake is sticking around. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Cleo, does Cleo jog or run every day? Cleo is in amazing shape if she can run every day. Jake's favorite drink? Jake's favorite drink is water. That's good. It's good to stay hydrated. It's very good to stay hydrated. Let's go ahead and talk to Cleo. Oh, Cleo, I was just thinking about you, Cleo. Look at that. I was just thinking about you, Cleo. Yes, really. Can't get my mind off of you, Cleo. Jake's favorite drink is water and vodka. Jake's color, the color of your eyes is red? How do you have red eyes? I've got green. I've got green eyes. That's the color of Tongue-Tied's eyes is green. I don't know how you can have red eyes. That's insane. That would be. I've never seen red eyes. Not real red eyes. I've seen contact eyes, but never real eyes. What exactly were you thinking? Oh, let me tell you, Cleo, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, just wondering what you were doing. Some people are born with red eyes. I might have to look into that. That's pretty cool. If you could have red eyes, that would be amazing. To be honest, being mad at Dan, I guess that's not the answer that you were expecting. Am I right? Yeah. Well, Cleo, you don't know this yet, but yeah, I kind of was expecting it, but only because I saw you guys talking. Look, there's not much difference between spying on somebody's text messages and just like standing 2 feet away from somebody who's actively talking, right? No, that's there's a big difference. Oh, let's see here. Not at all. Well, I don't really have any expectations. Considering Dan's behavior, it's not much of a surprise. Ooh, let's use that. That's gonna kind of give you a hint. Hint, hint, Cleo. Considering Dan's behavior, how do I know what Dan's behavior is like? Hint, hint. But you know what, Cleo? If you need to talk to anyone, Tongue-Tied's here for you, Cleo. I will talk. And you know what? And you can talk to me, and I won't even charge you anything. I won't charge you anything. You just talk to me as a friend. But if you ever wanted to make me a pyramid cake, I'm not gonna say no. I would love to try Cleo's pyramid cake. Sounds delicious. Sounds amazing. It's because of the search on Sunday. He blames me because my mother talked to his mom into helping out. She has severe knee problems and he's feeling responsible for her decision. And because Dan is Dan, he blames me for everything. Oh, Jesse, don't look, Jesse. Richie, don't look. Don't look. I'm not I'm only spying a little bit. Where are you? I thought you would be at the shop. Richie's not at the shop. I guess he wants to take care of her or take care of it. What a jerk. That wouldn't even phase me. But you know what? Look, I can see both sides. I can understand why Cleo's upset with Dan. I can understand why Dan's a little upset because like his mom's got health problems. Like I get it. I get it. Look, Jesse, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I told you not to look. Don't look when I'm spying on your messages. Oh, I can kind of see where he's coming from. Like I don't know, I don't get I don't I don't support the why he's so upset, but I can understand why he's upset. Ooh, that's a good question for Jesse. What's your favorite horror movie? That's a good question. There's too many to choose from. Too many scary movies to choose from for Jesse. That's true. I enjoy scary movies, but that's the reason Tongue Tied enjoys scary movies and scary games because Tongue Tied doesn't get scared. And you can find that you could tell that I wasn't scared, especially when I was playing Sinister Edge. I went through that game like it was no problem, right? Right. I mean, anybody that saw it would know. Jake enjoys Tokyo Ghoul, but in the movie, okay. Tall, black hair, red eyes. Man, that is all Jake. Tall, black hair, red eyes. Sounds like Jake. At least, yeah, yeah. So I understand Dan, but at least somewhat like, still his mom's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions. Ooh, what color are Jesse's eyes? Good question. Right, right, cheesy Jenny. The tongue tied never gets scared. Never. Tongue tied. I'm so brave. I'm so brave. I was about to text my mother and ask her to talk Sophie out of it. But if you hadn't texted me out of the blue, thanks for letting me vent. My anger almost disappeared. Anytime, Cleo, I'm there for you. No biggie. No biggie, Cleo. I'm there for you. Jesse, Richie, turn away. Turn away. I just wanted to let you know that I am about to go home. See you tomorrow. I really hope that I will be able to return the favor one day. Oh, you talk about that pyramid cake. I tell you what, you want to return the favor, you can get me that pyramid cake. I'll hold you to it. I'll hold you to it, Cleo. Michelle, I was not scared. Just look, I was like a little scared. I jumped once. I flinched. It wasn't even. Look, I don't even think I yelled one time. I don't think I screamed or yelled one time the whole time. The whole damn time. Jesse? Hello, Jesse. I urgently need your help. Oh, what can I do for you, Jesse? Oh, always. I will always help you, Jesse, no matter what. Jesse, I will. Here. What? Oh. What are we doing? Picking out outfits? Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesse, that's so damn cute. I love it. Look at you. Oh my goodness, he's so damn cute. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, we're picking the outfit, right? I forgot. We're picking the out. Jesse, what outfit? What outfit should we pick? Oh my goodness. So two amazing outfits. Two beautiful outfits. I mean, just amazing. We have our choice between the flower top and pants or the striped top and skirt. Ooh, I wonder. Jesse says the first one. This first one right here, Jesse. This is the one that you want to go on a date with. Tongue tied. Move out of the way. What do you mean move out of the way? You can see it, Shuya. You're fine. All right, Jesse, we're gonna go with the first option. You picked it. We go with it. I would say the first one. The first one. Go with the flower top and the pants. You're absolutely right, Jesse. Jesse says I'm absolutely right. With the help of Jesse, we picked Jesse's outfit. Shuyu says he'll simp for Jesse any day. So what's the occasion, Jesse? What's the occasion? It's a date. Oh, you're nervous. What kind of date exactly? What are we doing, Jesse? What kind of date are we talking about here? We are going to a restaurant. Who's the lucky guy? Who's the lucky guy, Jesse? Okay, you may ask one question about the person, and I have to answer it truthfully. Do I know him? Was he born in Duskwood? Is he trying to make something up to is he trying to make something up to you with the date? Oh, we know that, but Jesse doesn't know that we know that. Interesting. So do I know him? Let's see if I know him. You sure do. Oh, is it Richie? Is it Dan? Is it Thomas? We're gonna go with Dan. I mean, we already knew from spying in on their conversation. Not that we wanted to spy in, but it just happens, Jesse. I'm sorry. Why oh no? Because he's really suspicious. I really don't like him, but I kind of Gem do. Shuya says that it's not Dan. Jesse's going on a date with Shuya. Look, I'm not sure how I know Jesse, but I just know. I just know. But you know what, Jesse? You know, I understand you're going on a date with Dan, but I just wish, you had a date with me instead. I wish you had a date with Tongue Tied. You know that. I think we'd have a good time. I don't know. You know what? I actually feel the same way. Look, Jesse feels the same way. Look at that. Jesse feels the same way. Well, then why don't we do it? Let's do it, Jesse. You and me. You and Tongue Tied. Going on our date. You're totally right. Of course I'm right. Of course I'm right. All right, guys. Jake has 15 minutes left. If you guys have any questions for him, feel free to ask. You know what? You're totally right. Dan doesn't even deserve to go out with me today anyway. Tongue Tied, we've got a date, a virtual date. Oh, I can't wait. I love it. Look at this. Dan. Hey, I've been standing outside for the last 10 minutes. Just come meet me inside. Sorry, Dan, she's not there. You know what, Dan? Maybe if you would have joined the live stream, I would have let Jesse go on a date with you, but you're not here. And so Jesse stays with me. All right, do you have to call it that? A virtual date, if you say so. That sounds awesome. Oh, it sounds awesome. I can't wait. I can't jam wait. It's gonna be amazing. All right, okay. Then let me get something to drink real quick. Are you getting yourself a drink? Of course I am. I got my drink right. It did. I mean, it's. I've got Jake's favorite drink, water. Unfortunately, there's no vodka in there, but I sure will. Favorite book is Death Note. That's a good book. That's a damn good book, Jake. Phil is sus. Jake thinks Phil is sus. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesse's got her. She's got orange juice. It's boring in you. What? I got the. I got the water. I got water. It's not. It's not boring. Jesse, are you asking if anyone simps for you? Oh my goodness, everyone. Every jam person. Did you not see the simp wall? Everybody simps for Jesse. Between Jesse and Jake, everyone that everyone simps for him. To us, Jesse. Cheers, Jesse. We are on our virtual date. So happy. Jake wants that water. So far, so good. And now we are gonna talk, of course. Of course we are. Oh, did Jam Dan? Did you want me to order for you a drink too? You know what, Dan? She's busy right now. Jesse's busy on a virtual date with tongue tied. You're just gonna have to wait your turn. Actually, you know what? You don't get a turn, Dan. You ruined that. You jam ruined it, Dan. Does tongue tied simp for Jesse? I'd be lying if I said no. If Jesse wants tongue tied to be completely honest with it, yeah, I simp for Jesse. I don't, and I think I'm in. I think I'm the majority though. I don't think that's. I don't think I'm one of the few. I'm definitely one of the many. And now we're gonna talk, of course. So, what is going through your head right now? Ask me a question. I would like to talk to you about Richie. Nah, I don't want to talk to her about Richie. So, what's going through your head right now? We're gonna ask Jesse. What is Jesse thinking about right now? Jesse, what are you thinking about right now? The whole situation, if I'm being honest. What situation? A lot of things have changed since Hannah's gone. Pretty sure Hannah's worse off than you, Jesse. That's true, but it's not what we're gonna. Look, I get it. I understand. I so understand. Uh, find it insane. We actually think one of our friends could have done it. Circle of friends is unique. I can't imagine. It's definitely not somebody in the group. I really don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I guess you can say Jake is thirsty as fuck. Everybody's giving Jake plenty of water. Till Hannah disappeared. Oh, it's just poor Jesse. We'll get to the bottom of it, Jesse. Smiley face. Smiley face, Jesse. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry your pretty little head. If we continue to follow a lead about the legend. That's right. So ask me a question, Jesse. Jesse, you can ask me a question. You can ask me any question you like, Jesse. We've asked you so many. You can ask me a question if you'd like. Hold on, I just remembered something else. Last time you had 2 questions. Ooh. It's possible. It's possible. If we had a real date. Ooh. We going IRL, Jesse? Are we going IRL, Jesse? Would you prefer going out to eat or to the movies? Both. I would go both. Do a lovely dinner date, whatever. You know, you go see a movie, go to dinner afterwards, or vice versa. Go to dinner, then go see a late movie. You just do both. We would go on both, Jesse. That's just how we would do it. Out to eat, I would let you choose. To the movies. Huh. I there's no selection for both. What would we do? You know, and I'm good with both. So you know what? I would let Jesse choose. Jesse can choose. The stream is almost over. This last part of the episode. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, Jesse. Then the movies. Would we see a horror movie? Oh, Jesse, would we see a horror movie? I bet we would. I love horror movies. I would absolutely love it. Oh, and Jesse loves the horror movies too. Jesse's got one more question. What's your question, Jesse? What would you love to ask tongue-tied? Oh, that's it. Do I like Cleo better or her? Or Cleo or Jesse? Ho ho ho. What a tough question. And I've got to answer this in front of Cleo and Jesse. Oh, how could I ever answer? But you know what? I think I have the answer. I think I know the answer. Because girls love the winky face. It would totally be Jesse. You know, oh, Cleo, no! I can't, Cleo, you were supposed to see that, Cleo. I had look, Cleo. It did give me an option to pick both, and I don't remember Cleo asking me out on a date, so I would have to choose Jesse. I'm sorry, Cleo. It's just how it is. Don't be Cleo. Don't be sad. Don't be sad, Cleo. Sometimes that's no remorse. I do a little bit. Don't be Cleo. You know what? If Cleo asked me on a date, I would totally take it. And she can make pyramid cake. It would be amazing. But right now I'm on a date with Jesse, so I would have to choose Jesse. I gotta choose Jesse. It makes Jesse happy too. Oh my goodness, Cleo, don't cry. Don't be upset, Cleo. I don't want to jam talk about Richie to Jesse. Why ruin the mood? But let's do it because it's part of the story. That's a good question, Sava. I like that question. Would you come to the next stream? It's a maybe. It's a maybe for Jesse. That's. I'm just happy that they're here today. Like I'm happy that we were able to make this happen. The fact that Jesse and Cleo and Jake and Lily were all here. I mean, couldn't ask for anything better, right? And then we, of course, we had the man without a face, but he didn't have to show up. Why the hell are you bringing up Richie? Right, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't know why I'm bringing up Richie. I didn't want to. I should have just stayed quiet. It's part of the story, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I brought up Richie. So what's Jake's favorite animal? You don't know? Don't know your favorite animal? Oh, Jesse's favorite was that Jesse's favorite holiday? Yeah, Jesse's favorite holiday is Christmas. So why do you like Christmas so much, Jesse? Do you like is it the season? Is it the season or is it the spirit of giving? Like me personally, like I'm all about the winter. Like I love winter season. No allergies. It's cold. I love the cold because I'm always hot. I'm hot all the time. always warm. So I love the cold. Yeah, why not? Why not? I don't know. I don't want to bring up Richie just as much as Jesse doesn't want to talk about Richie. What does Richie like to do? Jake's favorite animals are sharks and turtles. Ooh, it's a that's good animals. Opposite animals. Like, what type of turtle? Like, we talking sea turtles? And Jake's favorite season is autumn. That's a good season too. It's like right in between the hot and cold, and all the leaves are changing and falling, and orange and red, and all kinds of beautiful colors. Jessie likes the Christmas because she likes giving and getting stuff. That's a good honest answer there. Jessie and Cleo are Kyle's favorites. There you go. Some love for Cleo. During the summer, there's wasps and bees. Is Jake allergic to wasps and bees? Winter is too cold. So what does Richie like to do? I'm not even really sure. All right, then. That was a nice date, tongue-tied. Thank you. What a way to ruin a date, talk about Richie. Same time, same place tomorrow. Same time, same place tomorrow, Jesse. Go on another date tomorrow. Jesse's all about the cats and dogs. Oh, Jesse's blowing us a kiss. She loves us. She loves tongue-tied so much. Bye, Jesse. So Dan, still wondering where Jesse's at. And now we get to talk to Dan. Hey, what's up, Dan? Well, hello. Dan was just a little bored and saw that I was online. You don't say. I am not here to unbore you. We can talk. We can talk, Dan. Got nothing against talking. Sure, you gonna we gonna fight? What? We gonna fight for Jesse's hand? Sorry, Shuya, I'm already a step ahead of you. She blew me a kiss. Jesse does not like snakes and spiders. To be honest, I just got stood up, but because I'm a total idiot, I'm still sitting here, hoping she'll show up after all. I'm sorry to hear that. You deserve to be stood. Did you deserve to be stood up? Yeah, I don't know, Dan. You know what? I'm gonna be nice, Dan. Look, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? I've never been stood up before in my entire life, Dan. Good for you. It's jam right. Good for me. Whenever it happens, you're welcome to call me. Oh, thanks, Dan. You know what? I appreciate that, Dan. You got my back. You're gonna support me for whenever it happens. It'll never happen. Nobody ever stands up tongue-tied. I'll buy you a whiskey. I would. You know what? you know what that would be? I wish I could. Want to stop by? I'll buy you a whiskey. I wish I could. I would love that. I love whiskey. Whiskey's delicious. Good question from Kyle. Jesse, where are you from? Jesse, do I know when my next stream is so you can try to join? I it's 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 hard to say. It's hard to say because normally I've been doing these live streams for Duskwood on weekends or either on a Sunday or Sunday or Monday. So I had one yesterday being Monday. And after talking with Richie and everybody and saying that, everybody could join today, I made some arrangement, changed some things around. That way we could have one today. So it's probably going to either be Sunday or Monday. This coming up Sunday or Monday will be the next live stream. And that'll be episode 4, part 1. And it should be a lot of fun. So that's probably going to be the next one. And of course, anyone that wants to know, when I do make that decision, whether it's going to be Sunday or Monday, I'll make sure that I schedule it. I'll make sure I put a post out letting everyone know when the next live stream is going to be. And all you have to do to know when those live streams are going, you just subscribe to Tongue Tied Games, subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications, hit the bell, and then you'll get notified anytime that we set up a live stream, anytime I set up a post, or anytime I upload a video. So that'd be the best way to know. However, Jesse, Jake, Dan, if you're watching, Cleo, Thomas, Lily, Richie, Man Without a Face. If you want, you can direct message me. You can jump into my DMs right on Instagram, and we can talk, and we can set up a day where everyone can be available. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tongue Tied Games. On Instagram, you can send me a direct message, and we can talk, and we can find out when the best day that works for everyone. I think that would probably be the best way to do it. So Dan, he understands he's not, I'm not from Duskwood, so do you know what's the worst part? What's the worst part? On weekdays, you usually can't join. Yeah. So normally I'm doing them on Sundays, on a weekend, which makes it easier for me, makes it easier for everybody because everybody can join. So it's probably either going to be Sundays or Mondays, but if I can do it on Sundays, I'll definitely do them on Sunday. It makes it easier if I can do them on Sundays. But yeah, by all means, you guys can find me on Tongue Tied Games on Instagram. Send me a direct message, and we can all link up, and we can all talk and figure out what day is the best day for us, and that way we can, I don't know, have some fun. We can do all this, and you guys can talk with all of your many fans. And I'll make sure that, if we do set up a day that way we can do all this again, and you guys can talk with your fans and interact with all of them. I mean, I'll make sure that I have the posts out. I'll make sure that I have it scheduled well in advance. That way we can get as much attention and as much attraction as possible. Because I just looked, and check this out. When I originally downloaded Duskwood, I think it only had like, I don't know how many downloads it had. It didn't have many. It was only like 1,000 or something. Because I'm one of the OGs. I am one of the OG Duskwooders, like Duskwooders. But I just checked back today, and Duskwood, the game Duskwood, has over 5 million downloads. That is insane. People absolutely love Duskwood, and they love each and every one of you guys. They love Cleo, Thomas, Jake, Richie, Jesse, Hannah, which we never really talked to Hannah, but they love them. They love all of them. They probably least like Man Without a Face, but but they love you guys. They love all you guys. So what is the worst part about Duskwood there, Dan? That she is completely, I guess this is the worst part about being stood up. She is completely ignoring me now. Every text, every single one. The girl's a waste of time. I would never say that about Jessie. Jessie's never a waste of time. I love Jessie. She's never a waste of time. You seem to like her a whole lot, though, Dan. Earth Alien, welcome. Hello. Jessie, do I like spicy food? I do. I do like spicy food. I can eat all types of food. I can eat all the foods. I like foods that I can eat. That's my favorite food is food that I can eat. No, yeah, I do. I love spicy food. I'm a big fan. I appreciate that, Earth Alien. You like it? It's a beautiful mask. This is the mask of the tethered. If you guys don't know who the tethered are, the tethered are subscribers, followers, supporters of Tongue Tied. And this is the mask of the tethered. You have no idea how. Oh, so Dan loves Jesse. You have no idea how much they have fantastic whiskey here. Too bad it's so expensive. Did I mention that I was drinking whiskey? You know what, Dan? Have one for me too. Yeah, have one for me too, Dan. I wish I could have one with Dan. I would drink whiskey with Dan. Jesse likes spicy food, but as long as it's not too, it's gotta. You know what? I agree with you. Look, spicy food is no good if it doesn't have a good flavor. It can definitely have a heat factor. The heat factor is important, but it's gotta have flavor. And if it's heat and no flavor, it's worthless. It's pointless. Gotta have flavor with the spice. So yeah, definitely have one for me, Dan. Sure, that won't be a problem. I just made the people sitting next to me get up from their table. This town is really unbearable, but it seems like you have made friends everywhere around here. Of course I have. Okay, I'm just a likable person. I'm just a jam likable. Tongue Tied's a likable person. People like Tongue Tied. What can I say? I'm just popular. I'm just a popular person. I'm just a, you know, everybody likes Tongue Tied. I'm not really a bad guy, I know that, Dan. I know that. But you know what, Dan? You never really showed me any interest before. Can I sing you guys a song, Earth Alien? No, I can't. I'm not a singer. You would see the people watching would go from where is that right now down to zero if I started singing. I don't sing. I I'm not a singer. I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to Jessie and start singing. She wouldn't like it at all. I promise you. If I do know when I'm going to stream, can I post it on Instagram? Absolutely. Of course I will. Of course I will. Yeah, I'll definitely post it on Instagram. I'll do my best to tag each and every one of you guys as well. Oh, Jesse, you do not want to. You don't want me to sing. Nobody wants to hear tongue tied sing. Can't just put me on the spot like that. I don't even know what to sing. I can't sing. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not going to sing. I can't do it. I am not a good singer. I never have been. Never will be. Earth Alien was doing an assignment, but somehow always ends up watching one of Tongue Tied's videos. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Earth Alien. Even Jesse wants to hear me sing. I can't. I don't know what to do. I can't do it. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There's no way. I can't sing. I don't even know what to sing. So, oh, dude, go back to jam game. What do you want me to do? Guys like me always get into the line of fire. I can't change that. So what are you trying to say, Dan? That you'd be a jam suspect? You'd be the next victim? What are you trying to say? He's not saying he wouldn't be the next victim. There's no way Dan would be the next victim. Cleo wants to hear me sing too. I can't do it. Sure you know. I'm not a singer. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. The tongue-tied version. Besides, I'll tell you a reason why I can't sing. Because it's copyright. I can't sing. It's gonna get copyright struck. So that I beat you. I figured it out. I couldn't. You can't get me to sing. It's copyright. Unless you can find a song that's not copyrighted, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh, Looney Bin found Tongue Tied's Instagram. I follow me. Follow me on Instagram. I put some stuff out there. So, Dan, nonsense if it doesn't matter. You will see that I'm a good guy. I'm sure I have little flaws here and there, but others do too. They're just better at hiding them. Cleo, who is always snooping around, for example, and don't even get me started on her mother. Oh, what do you think about that, Cleo? Dan throwing shade. Dan is throwing shade at Cleo. Richy, and throwing shade at Richy. Everything is always about his damn work. He may have to close his shop thanks to the competition, but everything is just fine and dandy, right? Oh my goodness. It's all about Richie's work. So who else? We got Tommy Boy. Yeah, what about Thomas? What about Tommy Boy? Yeah, I understand, Cleo. You're just trying to find evidence of where Hannah is. We understand. We get it. Should I even tell you that he is a total wimp? Good thing Thomas isn't here. Good thing Tommy Boy's not here. Dan calling you a total wimp, Thomas. If you're watching this now, Dan called you a total wimp. Is there really anyone on this planet who doesn't know this yet? Is this the conversation making you feel uncomfortable? I think it's funny. Those are my friends that you were talking about. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's hilarious. So other than Jesse, who's my other favorite character? Uh I would say I hope this doesn't upset anybody. But Dan is definitely one of my favorite. Like by far, Dan is one of my favorite. He's super funny. I love his sense of humor. He's super brutally honest, and Dan is definitely he's definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, Cleo, how typical of them to speak badly of his friends. Dan, I can't believe it. What do you have to say about me, Dan? I'm sure you got something to say. I'm going to let you know after we get to know each other better. I'm going to order one more. Bottoms up, Dan. Dan was not expected at all. Yeah, I figured he wasn't going to be the one expected. He is. I mean, especially later on in the episodes, he's just super funny. Like the pictures that he sends, the memes and stuff. I don't know. Dan's super funny. Dan is an interesting character. You can't help but hate and like him at the same time. It's exactly right. Did something bad, tongue tied? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Who is my first favorite character and then my third favorite character? So, yeah, my first favorite, my absolute first favorite is Jesse Hawkins. I'm not gonna apologize for it. It is what it is. Jesse is my first favorite. Then it's probably Dan, but followed very closely is Jake in third. Yeah, so Jake would probably be my third favorite, but he's very close. It's a close third. But Jesse's my favorite, I think. Looney Bin, I do be simping for Jesse. just a, just a little bit. It's just a little simp. If only Jake was online this often in the game. I think we've had Jake more in this stream and in last stream than he's been in this entire game. Especially there's like a drought of Jake. Like there was like a long time where Jake was just where Jake was just like absolutely missing from the game. But he always comes back. Look, Jake is always when he's missing, Jake is there making sure that we're safe. That's what he's doing. It's not that he's missing. He's busy making sure that we're safe, that we're not in danger. That's all it is. Sure, yeah. Sure, I'm trying to catch these hands, bro. Sure, you're definitely simping over Jesse as well. My fourth favorite character would probably be Richy. Richy's probably in fourth place, and then I would say Cleo, then Lily, then Man Without a Face, and then I think following last would probably be Thomas. Thomas he's such a flake. Like he's hardly ever in there. He's always missing. He's always doing something silly but yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, look, you're asking me to put everybody at a specific number, but like you're thinking like it's not this far apart. Like you guys are like this. You're very close together. It's not that. It's not like you guys are like. It's not like first and fifth is like miles apart from my favorite. You guys are super close together. Like you could very easily jump up depending on what happens in episode 8. Depending on what happens in episode 8, could easily. But you know, I, look, how can I not choose Jessie as my first favorite? I mean, the girl went on a date with Tongue Tied. But Cleo, you could jump up to a solid second place if you get Tongue Tied a pyramid cake. Thomas was in Hannah's apartment. I got him the key. That's right. I remember that. He got a key from Poke. He got the key for Thomas from Poke. After we find Hannah, Tongue Tied fans are going to start the mission. Tongue Tied's real name. Tongue Tied. Tongue Tied is my real name. That is my real name. It is Tongue Tied. That's what it is. Jesse always thought that Jake was my favorite. He's like again, he's up there. He's up there. Like 1, 2, and 3. I mean, up to the 5. Like Cleo. Like everybody. You guys are right there. I mean, everyone's really close. I do like Jake. But Jake never took me out on a date like Jesse did. Tongue Tied is the epitome of a way to a man's heart is food. You're not Joe. You're not. You ain't lying. It really is. Look, Jesse, take me out on a dinner date. Cleo can make me a pyramid cake. Like, if you guys want Tongue Tied's love, that's all you gotta do. Imagine naming your child Tongue Tied. I'm all for it. It's a good name. It's a good name. So, do you know that the police consider him a suspect? I figured he would. Of course he would. I figured they would consider Thomas a suspect because the first suspect to anybody going missing is the boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, whoever it is. You know, it's always the person that they're dating. Cleo, you can maybe. Oh, girl, you send me the time and date. You send me the time and date. Will we ever get a face reveal tongue-tied? I don't know. Will we ever get a Jake face reveal? Jesse? Do you know that? You don't have to answer that. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Will we ever get a face reveal? I don't know. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I mean, ever is a very long time. And if we're saying ever, it is possible. It's possible. It's a maybe. Shuya, with Jake liking water as much as Shuya, that makes Jake less sus. Cheesy Jenny, we need a face reveal from both Jake and Tongue Tied. Well, we need a face reveal from Jake, definitely. Earth aliens got some questions for Jake. Got some computer issues. If we get a Jake face reveal, will I do it too? I don't know. I don't. Maybe. I'm not gonna say no. It's a solid maybe. What time is it? It is depending on if you guys military time's easier for you. It's 16:12 where I'm at right now. 16:12. Shuya. Shuya's telling Jesse, you don't want to see Tongue Tied's face. It's jam ugly. Trust him. That's scary. I got a scary face. I don't think. Oh, Jesse, I love you, Jesse. You don't think my face is too scary at all? What is that? 16:12. It's 4:12 p.m. What time? That's what time it is. That's what time it is right here. It's 16:12. 4:12 p.m. So Looney Bin, you're 12 hours away from me. Half the world away. What can I say? I practically opened the door for him. I felt so sorry for him. Shit, you know how he is like a little puppy dog, little dog puppy or something like that. You know, go on with your story, Dan. Continue with your story. He is my friend too. I am not made from stone. This might have happened to you before. Shuya, would I do a face reveal at 200 subs? Something to think about. I don't know. Something to think about. 200 subs would be nice. That would be solid. Who knows? Who knows? Jesse wants to see a face reveal at 200,000 subs. I feel like that's going to take a long time to get there. One of your buddies believes that his girl's cheating, and you're supposed to help him find out. Oh, this is when we find out that Hannah might be cheating on Thomas. 15K subs? What about 15K subs? If Tongue Tied Games get 15K subs, will Jake do a face reveal? Is that what you're asking, Jake? Cheesy Jenny would pay everybody for a Jake face reveal. Right, we want to see them red eyes, Jake. We want to see them red eyes. Show us them eyes. So Thomas thought that Hannah might have been having an affair. What other games am I interested in? A bunch of different type. I have no specific game. I mean, lately, I've been doing a hacking game called Peekaphone. If you guys want to check that out, it's a pretty decent hacking type game called Peekaphone. I've got a few videos out there of it. So, oh, Jake, is that a little hint hint? Jake, maybe in the ninth episode? I don't know. Is Jake gonna face reveal in the ninth episode? Oh boy. Oh boy. Jesse, you want me to try a horror game called Granny? Hmm. What is Granny about? What is it about? Because I feel like I've looked it up before, and there's a bunch of different horror games. There's a bunch of different ones. But Jesse, you send me a link in Instagram, and I'll check out the Granny game for you. Anyway, he insisted that he could prove it with this bracelet. Supposedly, she had got it from her new man and just wanted to go and get it. Oh, that's the bracelet that Thomas went and took when Cleo was there, the jam bracelet. So that's why he went to the apartment. So it's about you're trapped in a house and then you try to escape by finding five items from different stuff, but then the granny has super good hearing and cannot see you, but cannot see you go around. Trying to find the items to escape the house. If she sees you, you're dead. You have 5 days to do it. Oh, so it's kind of like an escape room, but at the same time you're running away from Granny. So you gotta escape from Granny. She's got you trapped in a house. Interesting. I might have to check that out. I might have to check that out and then maybe get something out there for it. So Tommy Boy didn't do anything to her. He only wants to find out who her lover is because he is sure that he's the one behind it all. Hey, don't you like riddles? How about this? The bracelet that Tommy grabbed has initials graved on it, JH. I'm certain that's the kidnapper, JH. Everybody thought that was going to stand for Jake something. Everybody thought it was going to stand for Jake something. Jake and Hannah. That's what everybody thought. Jake saying Granny is cringe. It's a cringe game. I'm gonna look into it. I'll look into JH. Don't you worry, Dan. I'm gonna drive home now. Lord knows I've had enough. Be safe, Dan. You be safe, Dan. You drive home safe. Get on it, tongue tied. So there's a granny and there's a granny chapter 2, which is like the same thing, but has a grandpa and a grandma. Oh, that's twice as hard. That jammed twice as hard. True, those are your initials, Jesse Hawkins. Is that your bracelet, Jesse? Was is that your emerald bracelet? Were you? Oh my goodness, don't tell me, Jesse. Were you having an affair with Thomas? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Better not. Just read the last chat between you and Dan. Many new details at once, right? Right. It better not be your bracelet. But why, Jesse, why would the bracelet have the initials JH on them? I wonder. I can think of one person with. Oh my goodness! Actually, it didn't scare me. I was ready for it. I wonder who that could have been. Maybe the man without a face. At this point in time, is a man without a voice. So Jake definitely is not about the granny game. Jake's giving the developers no mercy. I did not, Michelle, I did not get scared. It wasn't scary. Like, look, I didn't get scared. I can think of one person with the exact same initials tongue-tied. Someone just called me Jake. Jake, someone just called me Jake. Who was it? Can you figure this one out? They're just breathing. They're just breathing heavily into the phone. The man without a voice is a good name. Those initials on the base that they match Jesse's. Jessica Hawkins. Too bad that's not Jesse's last name. Jesse's last name is Tide. It's Jesse Tide. Just kidding. Dan was sure that the bracelet was from the kidnapper. That's just coincidence. Could Jesse be behind all this? Oh no. It's jam coincidence. It's not. Oh my goodness.
I want you to stay out of this, but you didn't listen. You think this is all just a game, don't you?
Oh no, Cleo. Run away, Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. You're in danger. Cleo's in jam danger. Oh, Jesse. We have to talk to Cleo first. Oh
Hey,
no, what's wrong?
something terrible happened. Dan had a car accident last night. He must have lost control of his car. It flipped over several times. Doctors don't know if he's gonna live. That's all my fault.
Oh no. I can't believe it. Cleo's in danger. Jesse's just terribly distraught. Jesse, I did not get scared. I was not scared. I am brave. I am tongue-tied. I got nerves of steel. Oh, but Dan has gotten into his car accident from driving. Poor Dan. Jesse is all upset. She blames herself. It's not your fault, Jesse. Yeah, Shuya, Jesse was crying because Dan got into a car accident, and they don't know if he's gonna survive. Dan wrecked his car driving home, and she blames herself. Jesse blames herself for not being there for Dan during the date. Dan, the man will be fine. Please don't cry. Tongue-tied, stop cutting onions. I didn't cut any onions. But Cleo, everybody forgot about Cleo. She's in danger. Jam Man Without a Face was recording Cleo. We gotta help Cleo. Oh. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying Duskwood. That was all of episode 3. We did episode 3 in 2 days. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much for Jesse, Jake, Richie, Cleo, Lily, and a small thank you to the Man Without a Face for making an appearance in today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed being able to ask everybody questions and being able to communicate with the characters of Duskwood. Next live stream's probably going to be in a week from now. Maybe about, maybe around Sunday or so. That's when we're going to have our next live stream. And again, if you're just now finding out, which you shouldn't be, you should know this by now. We are doing the playthrough as the female main character and trying to get the romantic path with Jake. However, lately, in this episode, we did more of a romantic path with Jesse, but it's to be expected. Again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you to all the Duskwood characters that joined and answered questions and was able to play along and be a part of this amazing stream. Thank you guys so much. Hope to see you all in the next stream. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.